Hello there ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing? It's Alexander Hilly123 here and it's time for more Montreal Canadiens NHL 94 action on the Sega Mega Drive, where we are attempting to take the Montreal Canadiens all the way to Stanley Cup glory. And as you can see, we are now in the quarterfinals after knocking out New Jersey, and we are one up against the Ottawa Senators after beating them in the first game. This all Canadian affair. And I have been informed by a friend that Montreal and Ottawa are actually very close together in Canada. If they are not right, I will be having words. But yeah, nevertheless, let's get this on the road, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this show on the road. Montreal at Ottawa, the second game of the series. I beat them in the first game 5-0, so they didn't play that badly, yet it was just a case of me being too strong for them and not even needing to be anywhere near at my best to, completely pummel them. So let's see what happens here. Good start from Ottawa. Ooh, that very nearly trickled in. You see some goals like that in this game where they, at the near post, just managed to ease the puck in goal without actually shooting, and it very nearly happened there, and that would have been the perfect start for the Senators. Montreal, sloppy possession of the puck early doors. Oh, that was brilliant from number 25 to win that back. A bit of urgency is what they've lacked so far. They've not got off the team buzz yet, Montreal. Number 23 to Kurt Muller, the main man. The first shot in anger from Montreal in this game so far. And there's the first body check in anger. Perhaps, oh, there's a second. Perhaps they're just warming up nicely now, who knows. Puck goes right in the net. Thought that might have been offside, but Montreal managed to avoid it. There's another big body check. Fair to say, they're coming thick and fast. Oh, the Montreal goaltender was sprawled out onto the ice. This game is actually really heating up now. Starting to become very exciting indeed. Chances at either end. 25 smashing one at goal. The referee hasn't got involved yet. No penalties. With 6 minutes 20 remaining. The first period. Kurt Muller finds himself in time and space, and he can drift inside, and he makes it 1-0. Assisted by Schneider, Muller gives Montreal the lead. Well, Ottawa shouldn't let that goal dishearten them. They've started the game very well, but we saw from the first game it could easily spiral out of control in no time. If they do allow Montreal time on the puck, ooh, and they can't make silly mistakes like that, that's for sure. Montreal gain possession of the puck yet again. Good body check there. Ooh. I just love those consecutive body checks. Such good fun. They never get old, they really don't. Number 26 tried to one-timer it then, but he couldn't. Taken out behind the net, number 40 tap. Bloody hell, can he make it free? Oh, he can. Oh, nearly 4 body checks in a row there. To be fair, one was off the puck, but hey ho. Chaotic first period so far. Number 45 is looking for options. He can't find anyone to pass to. Finally does. It's number 47. Takes a strike from an intriguing angle. The goaltender was never going to be beaten from that. Number 16 for Ottawa. He seems the main man so far. I don't know any of the Ottawa players' names, obviously. If I had a look through the roster, I'd probably know a few of them that I could talk you through and how good of a player they were. But yeah, just looking at the numbers of their players, I don't know who they are. But number 16 certainly seems the man to carry the biggest threat. Here's number 45. I don't know who he is, but he's got a chance to make it 2, but he fires it straight at the goaltender. Probably should have done better with that, to be perfectly honest. Number 47 ends up going behind the net. Comes out with the puck, gives it to the defenseman. Only 5 seconds left. 45 got a quick shot in there, but it's the end of the first period, and it's 1-0 to the Montreal Canadiens. A very exciting first period, to be perfectly honest. Absolutely no penalties so far. Let's carry it on. Montreal win the first face-off. Still, the referee not being called into action in terms of giving any penalties away, but there is an offside for the Canadians there. Number 47. Oh, could have easily got in the net from quite the distance, but he got some power on that shot, ladies and gentlemen. And here's number 26 now. Left and right before hitting a shot at goal. He's got the puck again. Bobbling all around the place at the moment. 24. The defenseman. How did he get that far up the ice? It's Odelane, the man who makes me yodel, ladies and gentlemen. Odelane. I know you love it. It's 2-0 Montreal. 25. He's onside. Smashes at the goal. Looking for options. Oh, and a one-timer there that was fantastically saved. Well, they may be 2 goals down, but the Ottawa Senators goaltender, I'd say, has already made nearly as many saves as he made in the previous game where he conceded 5 goals. Ice hockey truly can be quite a bizarre sport at times. Which is why we love it. What a strike that was! That had a lot of power from that distance. You don't see many shots like that on this game. That was crazy, that. Montreal goaltender gets the puck. It sets Montreal on the way. Good passing move here. Muller nearly made it free. And you'd have to say, if they do get a third, it'll be game over. Cannot see the Senators getting back from that. But as it's only 2-0, who knows? They had a strike at goal then, but here's a breakaway with number 23. Where's he going? Oof. Tried to trick the goaltender. Am I going left? Am I going right? In the end, he hit it to the goaltender's left, top right, and corner. But he was equal to it. Number 9, he's travelled a long distance there without being challenged. In the end, he really didn't make the most of that. Oh, that would have been a big body check against the boards there. The Montreal player just missed. 47. Oh, that's the first penalty of the game, and it goes against the home team, the Ottawa Senators, with 1 minute 48 remaining. Chris Luongo is into the penalty box. I didn't see what that was for. Possibly tripping. Gangster tripping. Around the net. Montreal really starting to enjoy themselves now. Playing with some real flair. That's, ooh, nearly offside. Oh, a shot from distance that goes pretty close to the net. Under a minute to go of the second period now. Ottawa are dumping the puck. They've got, obviously, only 4 players on the ice compared to Montreal's 5, but they need to try and play hockey here instead of just dumping the puck. They've got no time to waste. Got to at least risk it for the biscuit. But it's free! Number 47. It's the 2 French boys. You know I don't pronounce the names. We've got a few of them in this team. It's 3-0 to the Montreal Canadiens. And it is the end of the second period. Absolutely perfect timing for Montreal. Woeful timing for the Senators, no doubt about that. And could it well be a repeat of the previous game? Could this end 5-0 again? Let's see. Passes it to number 25. Tries to get it back to Kurt Muller for a one-timer. He still gets his one-timer in, Muller. Lamb slashing. He's going in the penalty box for 2 minutes, and Montreal could really add some gloss to the scoreline here. Hammer a few more goals in. 3 versus 5, and Montreal have got this game all but wrapped up. Number 47. He's got it. The defender one-on-one. Takes a shot, but the goaltender is equal to it in the end. Ottawa now are being restricted to long shots. That's all they've got to offer. Could it be forward? Good save. Hits the post. So satisfying, the sound of the post on this game, it really is. Oh, another penalty being given. Oh, and I think the first time in the match, I might be wrong there, but I think for the first time in the match, a Montreal player has gone into the penalty box, and for now we're equaling it up at 4 players each. I think Ottawa have got 27 seconds remaining on their penalty, and then they'll have a power play for the first time in the match. And they've got a breakaway here from number 61. Well, I think it's the Pittsburgh Penguins and the New York Islanders who await Montreal potentially in the semi-final, and neither of those teams will want to play Montreal in this form, and that is for certain. Well, it's an ambitious target, but surely the Montreal Canadiens, after 2 games here, will be saying to themselves, can we keep the Ottawa Senators out for the whole 4 games of the series? Let's see if they can do that, ladies and gentlemen. Ottawa didn't score in the first game. This is the second, no goal today. And the next 2 games, obviously, will be on home soil for Montreal, so there's very much a chance if they can just get through this last 2 minutes. Oh, well, that's a very important save. That was a good piece of play from the Senators there. Here's number 12. He's dazzling them. Before taking a shot. Saved. They've started to have a few breakaways, actually, Ottawa. And they've got a penalty shot here, hooking by my French mate. And it's going to be A. McBain to take the penalty. And they've scored it! Unbelievable! And with 1 minute 20 seconds remaining, the Ottawa Senators have actually scored a goal against the Montreal Canadiens. Congratulations, guys. That was actually a pretty good penalty. I wasn't expecting that to go in. The puck barely got off the ground, but it went under Patrick Roy. And fair play, they've got a goal. They nearly had a second. I tell you what, they've had a late rally here. They've got a second! Defensive mix-up it may be, but Bob Kudelski, with 33 seconds remaining on the clock, gets another goal back. And is there one final push here? Goodness gracious. Montreal now using time-wasting tactics. Let's see if Ottawa take the goaltender out. I'm just going to boot it up. There we go. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Montreal Canadiens 3, Ottawa Senators 2 in the second game of the quarterfinal series. Kurt Muller, the star of the game. Stefan Lebeau, second star of the game. And Bob Kudelski, the third star of the game for the Senators. What a weird end to the game that was. Let's just check the scoring summary before the game starts for once. As you can see, within the last minute and 20 of the game, McBain and Kudelski get a goal back each. That penalty really took me by surprise from the Senators. But yeah, we were 3 goals up right at the end of the second period. But fair play to them, yet again, another decent performance. 30 shots to 16 in my favour. I think Ottawa had 1 more shot in the previous game. In this game, I've had more shots than the previous game, but I've only got 3 goals instead of 5. I had a few minutes more power play. I had 1 one-timer goal. I beat their face-offs by 1. Passing, they beat me by 4%. Pittsburgh Penguins have won against the New York Islanders, maybe getting into some form now. They've got some fantastic players. But that is for the future. For now, we're still in the quarterfinals, and I hope you'll join me for the 3rd game of the quarterfinal series, ladies and gentlemen. We're back in Montreal, we're at home. We'll look to make it 3-0 in the series, and I hope you'll join me there then. Thank you for watching. See you soon.